Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is monthly favorites plus life update. It's for July 2020. I have 3 favorites for this month and I just wanted to share with you some life updates. So I think I'm just gonna walk around the house, so I'll go and grab those items as we chat and also give you an update. So the first couple of items, I've got 2 of them, are my winter must-haves. So one is this hat from Peru. I think I have featured this in my last video when I did my weekly vlog. So here it is. So this is the hat. It's actually a big hat. It's too big for my head. I have a smaller head, but it does keep me warm and I do quite like it. So this is one of my favorite. Sometimes I use the other hat from Kmart and put this on top, and that keeps me warm. But Ted loves this as well. When I'm not using it, he actually needs on it, like when it's on the chair, and because Ted always is next to me when I'm working, and so when I'm not using this, he needs over this and he loves that. The other hat is this one, which I'm gonna try and put it on. So I'll just have to put you down here while I put on the other hat. I got this from a trip in London in UK a few years ago. I'm pretty sure that Chelsea is a football team in the UK, but I'm not a football fan. I just really needed a good beanie because at the time we were doing a city tour and it was just too cold. I couldn't handle the cold weather, and so I went to a touristy shop and just got these, and I didn't care what the team was, but I just like the color. Yeah, it keeps me warm as well. But I better take this out because yeah, so that's one of my favorites. And then of course the other one is the Kmart one, but I'm finding that with that one, because I have been using it for almost a couple of months now, I wash it almost every week, and it's fraying now, and perhaps not the best quality, but it was like a very cheap purchase anyway, and that gave me an idea of maybe I should invest in something more expensive and better quality. That I will do that perhaps next winter. All right, and then the second favorite. Okay, so whilst I go and walk up and get the second favorite, I'll just gonna update you what I have been doing. So this month I was just busy, work and more work, and then after office hours I still go and work on my YouTube channel and my other social media, so it is a never-ending work. All right, I am just here in my end suite and I'm gonna get the next second favorite. So this is a shower gel from Molton Brown. So this is from Molton Brown and it's the Jasmine and Sunrose. So this is what the packaging looks like. I love this. It's different. It's got the gold cap. I think this is a newer line in Molton Brown. Okay, I'm trying to do this with one hand. So the description here is London via the Nile Delta. This is described as poised, symphonic, and captivating. So top notes of raspberry, bergamot, and peach. And the middle notes are jasmine, osmanthus, and rose, and a base of labdanum, patchouli, and musk. This is amazing. It's just very sophisticated smell, and I think one of the best ones from Molton Brown. I like the peach, the rose, and the musk. I love the combination of those 3. And also, like, we are in the winter time, and when I use this I feel like I'm in springtime. Okay, what else? And then the third item of my favorite this month is this blush from Careline. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I know that I bought this in my last trip to the Philippines. That was like 5 years ago. Alright, I'm gonna try and open this. Alright, I was so surprised by the quality of these, or maybe because I do like the color of it, and I'll try and open it with one hand. The color of this blush is Peach Glow. So Careline is a brand from the Philippines, and this is what the shade looks like. Peach blush, and it's very light. It reminds me of a Bobbi Brown blush. Let me just try and put you here. Let's put you here, and so I can do some swatch of the blush. Come on. Okay, I'm hoping the camera's not gonna move. So that is the blush, and let me just do a quick swatch. It's a matte blush. so it's a matte blush. So that is the color of the blush. Unfortunately, I'm not using it now because my eyeshadow is more on the purple side, and hence I used a pink blush. But when I use brown eyeshadow or within that family, then I use this blush, and I'm hoping it's translating well. So there you go. It's a very pretty blush, and sometimes when I don't want to wear too much makeup and I just put eyeliner and do my eyebrow and then put this blush on and a lip gloss, I just look very polished when I do that. So those are my favorites for this month, and I'm actually here in my walk-in robe. Let's just go downstairs. This month essentially I have been working all the time. Apart from doing my usual job, I have also been busy writing and planning for the online shop that I wanted to launch. I really want to have that launch at least before end of this year, and I need to do a lot of writing and researching. I have the product. Eventually I would like to open the Australian alkaline herb shop, and I wanted to sell some of the capsules that I make, because I just do make it for myself, but it helped me so much in my health and well-being that I wanted to sell it online. And so I have ordered some of the supplies. Unfortunately, some of the suppliers, they have run out of products that I wanted, which is alright, because then I needed to write the business plan anyway, and there's a lot to do with setting up an online shop, and I still have to look into Shopify and how to package the products that I have. So there's a lot of planning that I needed to do on that one. So that's taking a lot of my time. So once I finished my computer work, I still do more computer work because I have to research on those products. And then what else I have been doing? So in the last 2 weeks, I have been tending into my indoor plants and then my plants outdoors. I just wanted to make sure that I don't kill them. I'll just quickly show you what I've got indoors. So I've got a few plants indoors that I tried clearing up and making sure that they're not dying. So these are my plant collection. I don't know the names of some of these plants, but that's one thing I really want to grow quicker. Like, I love that. That is alkaline actually. Once that grows big, I'm hoping that it will grow. So just clearing up the garden, and this is actually from Miss Juliet. Miss Juliet left this when they were moving houses, and I decided, I did ask her that I just want to keep it because I think it's one of the most beautiful plants that she left, and yeah, she was okay for me to keep it. And then here's my other plant. Someone said this looks like a fake plant. No, it's not. It's real plant, and I'm so glad that I'm able to grow it this big. But I know that I've got, eventually I will have to get a bigger pot for this to grow, right? And then it's almost like I'm showing you my garden now. Yesterday I cleaned up a bit of my back courtyard, so I've got some of these. That's my oregano. I actually replanted some of this dandelion. They are actually weeds, but they are alkaline, and so I want to propagate and grow more of that. So there's my rosemary and mint. Those don't know what that is. Again, that's dandelion. And I have a few aloe veras in there, but they are not alkaline, so they're more decorative. That's my back courtyard. There's not much on the side courtyard, but I have cleared that out as well. There's a tiny bit of area there that I can use as a veggie and herb garden, but I think my front courtyard is where I really want to do more of the gardening. So let me just show you what I did there. Alright, so this is the part where I will eventually have to clear, which I did some clearing yesterday, and I have moved these succulents from the front, near the front door, and I have moved it here because I wanted to plant rosemary and more herbs in that part and just keep all the succulents in this area. But this is more like the veggie patch to be. This is actually a cut grass, so I'm keeping that for the two babies, and I have got a couple of twigs of rosemary there and oregano here, and then I have spring onion. So I'm only going to plant alkaline herbs here, and then you got the dandelion here. So they're weeds, but they are alkaline. Yeah, so that's the area where I wanted to clear. That is cut grass, so I'm keeping that. Yeah, pretty much that's it. That's the only land that I have. I don't have much land in my property. My property is more the house, because it is a bigger house. I mean, big for me because I'm on my own. Land wise, I don't have that much land, but I want to make use out of it. And then there's this grapefruit, which I'm just gonna keep. Another tree that I think eventually I will have to probably kill is this lemon tree. I haven't seen this fruit, and I've cut a lot of this already. I don't think I'll keep that. In fact, I will get a calamansi tree or kumquat. I think I'd rather have a key lime tree than this lemon tree, because lemon is acidic anyway. It's not alkaline, so that will have to go. This month it's been great for catching up with friends online. I think I have talked to more people this month than in the previous months. I have been chatting with them online or on the phone. It's great to be reunited with a number of people. I've got a few ex-colleagues from Manila, and some of them are based overseas as well, and I have been having chats with them. Just essentially, we were talking about the current state of the world and what has been going on. And I think since we are, you know, they're at the same age as I am, and so we were in discussion about what it all means, somehow what it all means to us. And some of them have kids, and of course inevitably they worry about their kids and their future. I think trying to make sense of whatever is going on in the world, a lot of the things that are happening doesn't make sense at all. There's no cut dry answer on why things are happening, because even if you do a lot of research and reading, eventually you'll have to come up with your own conclusion on what it means to you and how that impacts you. And I think that it will be very hard to make sense of it if you don't have that wisdom that comes from God. Because honestly, you will be worried of what's happening, like what the future's gonna be like. But remember that when man plans, God laughs. Yes, of course, it's good to have a plan, but at the same time, have that plan, and you just have to trust God that whatever is happening, He is in control of everything. Especially when I'm talking to believers, the fact that you are a Bible believer, it should mean that whatever is happening has been prophesied in the Bible, and so it shouldn't be a surprise that this is happening. Having faith in God is very critical at this point. if you don't, then I don't know how you actually foresee your future or forecast your future. Without that, I will probably be very lost if I don't have faith in what God says or what the Bible says. I do believe that things will not get better. Things will change. It will never go back to the normal that we are used to be. Definitely things have already changed, and it will keep changing. And if I am going to have that mindset of we'll just go through this and things will go back to normal, I think that is a very naive way of thinking. For me, the best way to navigate the future is to just be resilient. And I think this is where being content with what you have is important, in that when you are happy with what you have, then you won't stress yourself chasing for what the world offers. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be ambitious and hope for bigger things, but chasing worldly stuff, I think that's the key. If you keep chasing worldly matters, then you will always be unhappy, because you'll never ever be satisfied. And trust me on that, because when I was younger, I was that, like, so ambitious. I want to chase this, I want to chase that, I want to be this, I want to be that. And it's almost like go, 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 keep doing, keep striving. One discussion, I had long discussion with a friend about 5Gs. And what's funny is that people worry so much about 5G and the effect on the body, etc. But then they never change their diet. It's almost like you worry about 5G and yet you're eating all this processed food. I am more worried about that than the 5G, honestly, because then if you are putting garbage and toxin to your body, you're just essentially eating all these chemicals and putting it in your body. And then you keep worrying about the 5G. It doesn't make any sense at all. And there's a lot to do with in educating yourself about health and nutrition. I will talk about that in a separate video. I think that's just what I'm going to share today, and I hope that you are all keeping safe. I think that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. See you again next time. Cheers. Bye bye.